You got some new realizations or something you want to share? Anyone wants to share? In the last 4 or 5 days, you had some break? Anyone? Yes, Virat. Prabhu, you want to share something?
Yeah, Prabhu, do you want me to say like what I did in the break? Like what did I do?
I'm asking anything like special, like any special experience or any special thing you learned or anything like out of the norm. Yeah.
On Friday, we went to the Festival of the Holy at Alachua Temple, and then we saw Kirtan, and then we ate delicious prasadam, and I saw a lot of friends from the Alachua Academy that day.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Ishan, you also want to share something, please? I can't hear you, Ishan. You're speaking. Can you? Something is not right with the microphone or something. I can't hear you, Ishan. Chakrika wants to say.
I like the kids camp.
Kids camp?
Yes,
Where was this kids camp?
Alachua.
Alachua. Okay, do you want to share like what you like? Because your friends were not there. Like what you learned or what you liked?
We made like we cut out pictures and the Krishna pictures, and we glued it on like wooden heart pieces.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad to know that you liked it. Very nice. I'm sure all of you had a wonderful experience in this time, and you used it for your bodily, mental, and spiritual growth, right? I'm sure all of you want to share more experiences, but if we hear everyone, the time may run out. So, but we'll give everyone a chance in other ways. So what was the homework last time? Yes, our homework coordinator, maybe please tell us.
We had to reflect on that topic of last week, like the request versus command, and like write some few things on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had to read verses chapter 11, verse 1 through 4.
Okay, very good. So we'll go one by one. Then the first part is the request versus command. So who wrote something, who reflected something, who has some, raise your hand if you did something, if you wrote something about it. Okay. Some of you, thank you. Now raise your hand if you want to share what you have written. Okay, Lakshya wants to share. Very good. If you have written, then you must be eager to share. And maybe Vinita will share after Lakshya. How about that? Okay. Go ahead, Lakshya, please tell us.
The things that I put in request are like an example of a request is can you like asking someone, can you please get me some water? And like the demand version of it would be like yelling get me some water now. And like request mostly like is done mostly by the people in the mood of goodness, and it's a kind way to get something, while demands are mostly made by people in the mode of passionate ignorance, and it's also rude way to get something. And you also have a low chance, like less than 10% of getting your demand fulfilled, and more than a 99.99% of getting the wish fulfilled when you do a request.
Thank you. Thank you for summarizing the differences. Very nice. Yes, Vinita, let's see what you have written.
Hare Krishna. So over the past 2 weeks, I did a lot of self-reflecting, and I realized that when I command people, it makes me seem unapproachable and kind of mean. And when I make requests, it makes me seem more kind and approachable to people. So when I was trying to improve my ability to make requests instead of commanding people, I tried to consider what their feelings were, what their condition was before I made the request, and I tried to be nicer about it when I was asking them to do something for me. And I tried to be more patient about what I asked for and the answer that I would receive. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
That's wonderful. And how did this whole process made you feel?
I think it made me feel better about how I went about my day, and it made me feel better about how I treated people.
That's excellent. That's wonderful self-reflection. Thank you for sharing that. Very nice. And I hope most of you may have at least read the 4 verses. But today I thought we'll cover something different. By the way, anyone learned new verses? Any new verse which you didn't know 7 days back, and you learned between the last 7 days from today and go 7 days back, or maybe 2 weeks back because we didn't meet last. So if you learned between the last 10-ish days which you didn't know before. Anyone? No one? No one learned the new verse. So how many of you have learned the Damodar? Namami Damodara Pada Pankaja? Raise your hand. Namami Damodara Pada Pankaja. Only Vedahi knows that verse. That's interesting. And how many of you know the 6 opulence verse? Aishvaryasya Samagrasya. Only 2-3 devotees. So that's not a good sign, my dear friends. So firstly, you're not paying enough attention to your homework. And secondly, you didn't learn any new words in the last 14 days. So that's not a very healthy sign. Okay. At least try to learn 1 or 2 verses. This is the time, especially you had holidays also, right? Some of you were traveling, some of you were, while you're traveling, write a verse on a card and just read it 10 times a day, right? Is it difficult? When you're driving or flying, whatever, right? But we have to balance nicely. This is the time, because time and tide wait for none, right? Time will not wait. The reasons will be there in life to say, I was busy, my friends came, my uncles came, my sister came, or this came, or that came, or hurricane came. But something we have to balance. If it is a priority for us, then we have to show. So I want to, and all of you are getting now, you're not like a 5-year-old now, right? You're all getting elder. You're all growing. Some of you have crossed 10 years. Some of you are crossing 15 years now, right? So you have to keep that in mind, that don't wait for your parents to tell you, hey, you have to learn this verse. Hey, please learn this verse. Hey, when will you learn this verse? This should come from within. Otherwise, you won't feel inspired. You won't feel inspired to join the class. And then you will have your own, sense of that, I didn't do, which I was supposed to do. I understand sometimes I'm not expecting you to learn 50 verses a week, but at least I'm expecting at least 1 verse a week. 1 or 2. 1 is fine either. So anytime you come to the class, try to learn 1 new verse. Okay. even if it's an easy one. A lot of easy verses from Bhagavad Gita, from Caitanya-caritāmṛta, from Bhāgavatam, from the other discussions we had. And today we will also learn a verse. So my duty is not to chastise you, but as your well-wisher, as your friend, but to help you. Okay, so today we'll learn a very special theme, and you can also learn this verse if you feel inspired. It's a very nice verse about the 5 qualities of student. So how many of you want to learn about the 5 qualities of students? Anyone wants to learn? All of you are eager, right? I think we covered that way back, maybe 8 months back. Anyone remembers? Did we cover? Maybe we covered way back. Recently or way back? Way back, right? So I thought it's important to discuss those again. Let's focus on this verse. I have it in Sanskrit and maybe in the Devanagari as well, the English as well. Kakacheshta bhako dhyanam. First you repeat on the unmute, and then 1 or 2 of you can repeat first you do in the mute, and then you can do, few of you can do in the unmute mode. First here, focus on the words here, and then you can speak as well. Kakacheshta bhako dhyanam Swana nidra tathaiva cha alpahari grihatyagi vidyarthi panchalakshanam. I'll just fix it. This is not so alpahari. Alpahari Swana nidra Grihatyagi Vidyarthi Panchalakshanam. Okay, that's good. Okay. Anyone wants to recite, please? And this will be your verse to remember also, okay? So, yes, Sampada.
Kakachesta pakodhyanam swananidra tataivacha alpahari gritya avi grihatyagi vidyarthi panchalakshanam.
Very nice. Be one more person. Viraj.
Kakachescha bhako dhyanam swanidra tataivacha alpari vrityagi vidyaratya panchalakshanam.
Wonderful. Kakacheshta. It's the first quality. How many of you have read or heard this story? The story about determination. Okay, let's see who will tell that story. Who wants to tell that story in brief? Yes, Mahima, you want to share that story?
Sure, Prabhuji. So, once upon a time, there was a bird who was very thirsty, and it saw a pitcher of water, but the water was very low. So when it would try to drink it, its mouth wouldn't reach the water. So what the bird did was, even though it took a long time, it took one rock by one rock and it dropped it into the pitcher of water until the water came to the top and the bird was able to drink the water.
That's excellent. Thank you. So what are the qualities we learn? Type in the private message or in chat. What are the qualities we learned from this story? And kaka means the crow, right? Cheshta means the determination. So I want to see what qualities we learned from the story. So maybe you type in the chat box. What do we learn from the story? I see hard work. Yes, never give up. Wonderful. Hard work. Patience. Very nice, right? Did the crow put only one stone? Or just 2? He or she continued to put more stones, right? So it's not that the results will come in the first rock. To be persevering, perseverance, don't give up, hard work, persistence, patience. If you're determined and never give up, you will succeed, yes. Okay, quick question for everyone. Tell me a place where success comes before work. Tell me a place where success comes before work. Is there such place? What do you all think? You want to know the answer? The answer is dictionary. The S comes before W. It's a joke, right? So in life, success does not come before hard work. Can anyone tell a story about success and hard work from the scriptures, besides of what we just read? The month which recently passed also tells the same thing, right? Yes, Chakrika?
The Kartik month?
Yes. How is it linked to what we are discussing? Want to try? Who wants to try? How is it linked to what we are talking about? Lakshay?
This when Mother Yashoda was trying to tie Krishna to the grinding motor with the rope. It was always 2 inches short, I think, and she kept adding more rope, but so like that's patience, and that's like patience and determination and hard work.
Good.
So and then she kept doing it, and then Krishna finally let go of the rope so she could tie him up.
Very nice. Excellent. So the story is also teaching that Krishna won't be bound. The success won't come, results won't come until we focus on our part. That is hard work, right? Will some people say, well, luck is everything. Is that true? Can the best of the lucks do anything without hard work? Right? No matter how much the stars are in alignment, if one does not work hard, one will not pass the exams. Pretty simple. Mata Yashoda also had to do a lot of hard work to tie Krishna. So this is a story about hard work. Let's go to the next quality. And Kakacheshta, what's in the verse? Who remembers the verse? Kakacheshta? A lot of you remember. Good. Vedi, please tell.
Bhako-dhyanam.
Bhako-dhyanam. Very nice. So what does that mean? Who will tell? What does Bhaka mean? Bakasur? You know Bakasur? In Krishna Leela? What does Bakasur mean? Tell Navya. Please.
Bakasur was the big bird demon that tried to kill Lord Krishna.
Yes. Bakasur is like the crane demon. Asur means crane. Sorry, Asur means demon. Baka means crane. So, Bhako Dhyanam. What does Dhyan mean? Sahas?
I think intelligence.
Intelligence. Close. Anyone else wants to try? Chakrika?
Focus?
Focus. That's spot on. Dhyana means focus or to meditate, right? So let's see Bhako Dhyanam. Bhako Dhyanam. So Bhako Dhyanam means focus. So what's the special thing about this picture? Anyone knows? Or what do you observe in this picture? It's a crane bird. What do you observe in this picture? Ishan from Fort Lauderdale, Ishan Maheshwari.
I observed that he's quiet and like he might be like hunting and he's focusing.
Very good. Good observation. Ms. Mahima?
I observed that it's standing on one leg.
That's excellent. Athar, please tell.
It looks like it's like looking around.
Looking around. Okay. That's good observation. Lakshay, Prabhu?
It's looking at something like maybe whatever it eats, maybe like tiny fish in the pond, maybe, or something like a bug on a tree, and it's like looking at it. So and it's standing on one foot very still. So the
Very
whatever
nice.
the thing that it's trying to eat doesn't see it.
Very good. Yes, Navya, last one.
Is standing very straight.
Standing very straight. Good job. All of you said excellent points. For those who do yoga, we also do the bakasana, which is a difficult pose to stand on the hands, right? And for those who don't know, we do yoga 3 times a week. Some of the friends joined from this group, but if you're interested, you can also join in. You can contact me later if you're interested to join. We do 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Okay, but back to this Bhaka Dhyana. Dhyana means focus. So in Hindi, it's also called Bagula or Baka. Is standing on one leg. And the fishes are just passing by. The small fishes are passing by. He's trying to get the fishes. Completely focused, rapt attention. And suddenly the big fish comes. He puts his sharp beak in the water and grabs the big fish. Right? So, what do we learn from this? Let's type in. I want to hear everyone's Bhaka Dhyana. Focus. Dhyan means to focus. Let's see. What are your comments? The first was about hard work and persistence. Okay, I see patience and focus. Very nice. Patience, focus. Anyone else? Concentration. Very good. Concentration, focused. All these are excellent points. And a very important point, don't be distracted by small things. Write this line down. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Is it confusing? Right? Who will give some thoughts on this? The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Ishan, Tampa, please tell.
You have to keep the thing that you're focused on, like that thing. So if I'm like focused on writing an essay, then I have to like be focused on writing an essay. Like I can't focus on anything else.
It's very good. Very good. So focus on the thing which we are working on, the priority. Let's say if our priority is, let's say we plan, okay, for the next 35 minutes or next 40 minutes, I will focus on my math assignment. Just for example, I'm giving. Then the small things will come. The belly will say, let me check on something. Let me see what my sister is doing, right? Let me eat, go and hang out and get some snacks in the kitchen, right? These are all small things which will try to divert our attention, right? Anyone wants to share other examples which try to divert our attention from the main thing? Anyone? Ethereal, please tell.
If you see someone watching TV.
Yeah, watching TV, playing video games, right, Sahas?
Like thoughts about some stuff that like you're not doing right now, like thoughts about like what's going on in your like your video game, or like what are you gonna do next in there.
These are all good points. They're all great points. So what we have to do, bring it back. Same during the chanting also. Does the mind go in different directions? Right? It goes, right? Same while you're trying to do a math assignment, it goes in different directions, right? Or whatever physics assignment or whatever subjects you have. So, Kakacheshta is number 1. Bhakudhyanam. Who remembers number 3? Anyone remembers? Vinita, please tell.
Swan Nidra.
Swan Nidra. Very nice. What does swan mean? Not the swan, but the swan here. Anyone remembers? Sampada?
Is it light sleep? I'm not sure.
Nidra is sleep. Nidra is Nidrasan. Shall I tell you a story about Nidrasan? Who wants to hear a story of Kumbhakaran? What is Vedai doing? Hare Kṛṣṇa. So, back to Nidrasan's story. You know, Kumbhakarna was the brother of? Who knows? Kumbhakarna was the brother of? Okay, who will tell? Nishanta, please. Ravana. Okay, all of you typed in. That's good. That way you can all type faster. Yeah. And maybe try to type in like a private message. So, you know, so it gives chance to others to also think and respond. Okay. So just so that, because others may, I'm not saying it's not cheating. It's basically let everyone give chance to think. It's not. Okay. So Ravana was the brother, right? And the brothers did a lot of tapasya to get some boons to basically try to kill Lord, right? That was their objective. Jai Vijay became Ravana and Kumbhakarna, Shishupal and Dantavakra, etc. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So when Ravana did tapasya, he asked for a lot of boons from the Lord or from Brahmadev. He has a lot of powers and from Lord, also from Lord Shiva. So when Brahmadev gave him a lot of boons, and finally it was Kumbhakaran's turn, the younger brother said, okay, what do you want? And then he wanted to ask Indrasan. Wanted to ask Indrasan. Asana means, okay, type in, let me see if you know what asana means. Ishanya, please go ahead. Seat, yeah, asana is a seat or a position. Very good. Pose. Yes, that's correct. Most of you typed in. Asana also throne here. Indra asana means the position of Indra or the throne of Indra. He wanted that, right? Who wanted that? Kumbhakarna, the brother of Ravana. Ravana already had gotten a lot of powers. But the demigods came and said, well, already Ravana is so powerful now. If the brother also gets so much power, it'll be too difficult. So they prayed to Lord Brahma and prayed to Saraswati. He said, can you sit on his tongue and make the words switch? So instead of speaking Indrasana, he spoke Nidrasana. Nidrasana means now, what does Nidrasana would mean? Nidra means sleep. Nidra means sleep. So what Nidra? Type in so everyone can get chance, because sleep while you're speaking, very few get chance, but when you're typing, everyone can get chance. So sleeping pose. So he was basically sleeping for 6 months. He used to have very long naps. Do anyone of you want those Nidrasana? Anyone interested? Good. So this is Nidra. So Swana Nidra. In Bhagavad Gita also there is a word with the word Swa. And I'll give you a hint. Most of you know that verse. Try to think and tell me. This is 5.18 where the word Swa comes. Swa. Shapa ke cha. 5.18 of Bhagavad Gita. Please tell. Raise your hand if you know that verse without seeing your important verse handbook or whatever. 5.18 of Bhagavad Gita. Well, so most of you have passed the exam. How many of you are revising every often? If you have to keep revising, okay, then only it will happen. So for those who don't know, and please learn this verse also, okay? Yes, Vedi, please tell.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Cheva Shwapake Cha Pandita Samadarshana.
Very nice. So here the word becomes the intelligent person or learned person sees what are the things? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini. So what does the Brahmana mean here? Yes, Sampada?
An intelligent person.
Intelligent person, Brahmana, okay. Devotee, Brahmane, Gavi. What does the word Gavi mean here? Brahmane, Gavi Hastini, Sahas?
See?
You're guessing? Or, Akshay, good try. Akshay, please tell.
Maybe it's some dog, because I feel like I remember it like comparing if like all the different types of man and like and the dog.
Yeah, it's close. It's from the word go. What is go? Go Mata. You all know? Go. It's cow. Right? Cow. So the cow, go. Gave, it's the plural. Brahmani, Gavi Hastini. Hasta refers to Hathi, elephant. Hathi Raja. Brahmani, Gavi Hastini. Shuni Chaiva. Shwapaki. Shwa is dog. Shwapaki. जो dog को पका के खाते हैं. Dog eater. An intelligent person sees all these alike. So shwa here means dog. So what does shwa nidra mean? Okay, type in. I want to see. What is Ishan Maheshwari doing? Shwa pakecha. So that means sleep like a dog. Nidra, shwana nidra, light sleeper or sleeping like a dog. Sleeping like a dog doesn't mean the dog pose. It means to be alert. Okay. That means we should be alert. You got a dog picture for you all. Do any one of you have dogs or dog at home? That's good. It's very good, actually. I'm not encouraging or recommending to have dogs. No, I'm actually like, since all of you don't have, then I would certainly recommend to continue that habit of not having dogs at home, right? So basically, we should be alert like a dog. Alert like a dog, dog, there is any like light movement, the dog is very alert, right? And the dog is very quickly gets to that whatever is going on. So we should also be alert. Alert means we should not sleep like Kumbhakarna, right? Not get nidra asana, but have shwana nidra. We should take good rest and wake up timely. Early to bed, early to rise makes all of us healthy, wealthy, and wise, right? The famous proverb. So regulated sleep, light sleep, alertness, being mindful. What's the next one? Anyone remembers? What's the next one? Okay, please tell, Vidi.
The next quality, I think, is Alpahari, but after Swananitra, it's like Tatevacha, then Alpahari.
So you know the verse, right? You learned it before or recently or before when we discussed?
Yeah, I had known it earlier. Because my grandfather knew the verse and told me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Very good. That's Alpahari. To eat less. Alpa means less. Ahar means food. So technically, Alpahari means to eat less food. But that's also only just one item. We eat food through our mouth. So basically, whatever we are consuming through our senses, our mouth, our ears, our eyes, our nose, we have to be very mindful and alert in trying to analyze what are we consuming, right? If we consume too much video games, guess what will happen? People go crazy. Kids, so many kids have been reported to go crazy after watching playing a lot of video games. They develop a lot of diseases, mental disease, physical disease, right? This is not just some story. These are real facts, my friends. These are real facts. So they get crazy diseases, they get mental problems, emotional problems. Their body is shaking because of overexposure to video games, TVs, and movies and whatnot, right? So we have to be very mindful. Same with bad eating fried and outside food and just eating, and which is not good for our health. Guess what will happen? Will we grow very healthy? Will we grow very alert? Will we grow very hardworking? No, we'll become lazy, we'll become obese, we'll become unhealthy in our body, in our mind, in our heart. So, Alpahari, very, very important. And it's not just for students. Hey, I am a student until 18 years, therefore I must follow. Everyone is student. These are the qualities for which I should also continue to focus on developing these. Because in life, my dear friends, we should always be having the student mentality. What does that mean? Would someone like to elaborate? We should always have the student mentality. Kirill will tell.
To always learn new things, but learn only good things, not bad things.
Very good. So can a 35-year-old be a student as well? Yes. Can a 55-year-old be a student? How about a 75? Can he or she be a student? Yes, absolutely. So we should never stop learning. Learn good things, as Tiril said. We can always learn good things for our life, our health, our career, our job or business, and most importantly about spiritual life, right? Learning verses, learning Bhagavad Gita, etc. These are all great things to learn. And if we want to learn, then we should try to develop these qualities. And what's the quality? Then we should be very careful. What am I consuming through my eyes? We may say, well, I am not watching you 24 hours. Your parents are not watching you 24 hours. After some time, some of you will go to colleges and your parents will, watching over you will further deteriorate, right? But who is watching us all the time? Who is watching us all the time? Is there anyone watching us all the time? Yes, Ishan? Sampada? Who's watching us?
Krishna.
Lord Krishna is always watching us. Thank you. That's excellent. So if we are honest to our own self, then we will be honest to God, right? And then we'll always be mindful that God is always watching me. So I should not think, okay, my parents are not watching, my teacher is not watching, I can do whatever crap I want. Right? Should always remember that God is watching me. Because if we are motivated by fear of our parents, then that motivation will not last long. Right? If we are motivated by the fear of our teacher, that will also not last long. So we have to focus on the higher motivation. The motivation is my honesty, my integrity to God. Right? That is a very good motivation to have. So we discussed 4 qualities, right? Number 5. Who knows? Number 5. Sampada, you want to tell?
Grihatyagi.
Grihatyagi. So what does griha mean? What does griha mean? Vidhi?
It means house, Prabhuji.
Means house. Very nice. Griha means house. Griha karya is homework. Okay? In Hindi or Sanskrit, griha karya means
Yes,
homework.
Prabhuji.
Very good, Prakriti. Thank you. Tom. So we should do our griha karya or homework very nicely. So griha means home. Tyaga means to give up. So what does that mean? To give up home? What does it mean? We should all give up our homes and go to forest? Right? What does it mean? Yes, Vinita, want to share?
It means to not be involved in like home matters too much.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. That's important. Very nice. That's a good thing. Yes, Navya?
It kind of just means that you can be involved in it, but a little less, so you have enough time for Lord Krishna.
Very good. I was hearing Gaur Gopal Prabhu, which some of you may have heard. He gave a very nice meaning to this, which I really liked. He mentioned that we have to get out of our comfort zone, right? We all like to be in our comfort zone. Raise your hand if you agree. We all like to be in our comfort zone, right? And we don't want to step out of our comfort zone. Raise your hand if you agree with that. We don't really want to get out of our comfort zone. Most of you agree. Okay, some of you partially agree. So let's talk about this comfort zone. Has any one of you done something which was beyond your comfort zone? I want to hear something. No? So think about it. Take 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Think about something, an experience, a task, an activity you did which was beyond your comfort zone. And you were apprehensive whether I'll be succeed or fail. I'm not sure. I'm nervous. But when you did, you were glorious. You succeeded and you felt very nice after doing that. So I want to hear such examples from one or two of you, especially those who haven't got a chance. So maybe Mahima is interview one and Nishan. Yeah, Mahima and Nishan, please. First Mahima, please tell. Yeah, let's hear. And
So-
others, please focus on what Mahima Mataji is speaking.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So one time, I was at this kirtan, and there was many new people there, and so Mataji told me to sing, but I didn't. It was out of my comfort zone because I didn't know most of these people, so I was kind of afraid to sing like the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra in front of them because it was also a different tune that I was practicing a lot. But I did it because it wasn't for like me; it was for glorifying Krishna. So I sang the Mahamantra in front of the people I didn't know, and I ended up singing it very well, and I was happy.
That's excellent. Thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing your experience. Ishan, you want to share yours?
Oh, Hare Krishna. One time I had this project to do, and I didn't want to do the project because it required like a group effort, and my table mates didn't want to do that much, so I had to do it, and it made me out of my comfort zone. But I felt pretty good after I saw my grade.
Wonderful. That's excellent. Chakrika has a big hand up. You want to say something, Chakrika, about the comfort zone?
Like I learned to do roller skates. I was very scared, and then when I tried it again and again, I was able to like go inside the house and do it on bumpy places.
Wow, that's excellent. So it's hard work, the first quality combined with patience, focus, and the getting out of the comfort zone. Navya also wants to really say thank you, Chakrika, for sharing that story or your experience.
So one time, it was my first time in a basketball game, and I felt nervous, but then we ended up winning. So I felt really good for myself.
So what was your motivation to get and how did you overcome your nervousness?
So, but then I saw that a few of my friends were in my team, so I got encouraged. So
That's
they
wonderful.
encouraged me.
So the good association, the like-minded association helped you. This is very good. All of you shared excellent stories. So let's focus on the verse again. And I think all of you now know there's 5 qualities, right? Not a very difficult verse to remember. Kakacheshta bhaku dhyanam swana nidra tathaiva cha alpahari grihatyagi vidyarthi panchalakshanam. Maybe one of two of you can recite who haven't done before. Prakriti, you want to try? And who else will try? Athar, you will try? Athar?
Yes, Prabhuji. Kakacheshta Bakudayanam Swananidra Tatheva Cha Alpahari Grihityagi Vidyasti Panchalakshanam.
Wonderful. Athar, your turn now.
Okay. Chester Bhako
Dhyanam
Dhyanam Swananidra
Tathaiva cha
Tathaiva cha
Alpahari
Alpahari
Grihatyagi
Grihatyagi Vidya
Punch means 5, not to punch anyone, but punch means 5.
Panchalakshanam.
Very good. Lakshana means qualities, okay, or attributes. How many of you know Sanskrit? Okay, you have a question, maybe? Or you want to say the verse?
I just wanted to say the verse.
Okay, we'll come to it since we have less time. I want to give you a new homework today, besides learning this verse. How many of you know counting in Sanskrit? Anyone knows counting in Sanskrit? Okay, that's your homework. Sit with your parents, they'll help you. So you have to learn 1 to 10 in Sanskrit. Most of you know a little bit, right? Like Dasha, Dashavatar, Dashanana, Dasharatha. Dasha means 10. Punch we learned today. Punch means to punch others, right? Punch means 5. Ekadashi, Eka plus Dasha becomes Ekadashi. 1 plus 10 becomes 11. So Eka means, in Hindi also Eka. Dvau, 2, 3, or Traya, 3. Chatvara, Chatushkumar, the 4. Like that, the whole counting you'll easily find on Google. Counting 1 to 10 in Sanskrit. Pancha, Shata. is 6. Sapta is 7. Ashta. Saptami, Ashtami, Navami. Nav is 9. Nav Yogendras. And Dasha is 10. Okay. So this is also your homework. You'll easily find with the help of your parents. So write it down. Try to write it down. Try to remember. Eka, do, treya, chatvara, pancha, shata, sapta, ashta, nava, and dasha. Right? And then you combine. You can also, that will maybe later. Okay, so that's also your new homework, something new to learn. But let's quickly come back to this. What are the 5 qualities? Quickly tell me. Or type in. I'm seeing the chat. Type in fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who will type? Is the kakacheshta, is hard work, right? Let's do. Who will speak or type? Just hard work. Focus. Pakwadhyanam. Very nice. Focus. Like a. Then third is Shwananidra, or light eater, or to be alert. That was the quality, main quality, alertness or mindfulness. Then number 4, eat less, or what are we consuming in through our senses? Not just food, to consume the inputs via senses carefully, right? If we eat anything and everything, the body will be very healthy. True or false? Eat whatever you want, whatever time, whatever food, whatever, the body will be healthy. Same, it's, do whatever we want, then we'll get the success. No, it never happens. And number 5 is get out of comfort zone. Now, we'll do something special. I want you to make a table. Like a table like this. Sorry, the lines are not straight, but I think you got it. Okay. So this is a time for self-reflection. Okay. The time for self-reflection. So here we will rank ourselves. Self-rank, and everyone's rank would be different from others. This is not, see, we're not just trying to read or understand Gita. We're trying to apply Bhagavad Gita, all these principles. So rank will be from 1 to 10. 1 means very poor, very bad. 10 means excellent. So if I am ranking myself 10 in hard work, that means I'm very, very hardworking. I'm not lazy. I'm always very eager and determination. So then that means I would rank myself 9 or 9.5 or 10. Above, 9 is very good, excellent. 10 is excellent. Below 4 is very bad. So now I would like all of you to rank yourself in these different qualities. Some of you may have high focus, but less, maybe you get nervous more to get out of comfort zone. The fear grips you or something like that. I'm just giving maybe myself some points, how I would rank myself. And again, these are not your rankings. Your ranking, you are typing in your notebook. Okay? But it's important to know before we go to the next steps. I would like all of you to rank yourself. Take a minute or 2. Think about all these qualities. Think where you would rank yourself. And you can only do in like halves also. My chanting focus is not good. So I would rank maybe myself. I easily get, from one thing to the other. I jump quite fast. Maybe I'll rank myself 6. Alertness, maybe average, not great, not too bad either. I'll rank myself. Consuming, So this is like it's a self-talk, okay? So you have, I believe you're all doing your self-talk also. Maybe this one. 7 here. And a 7 here. So this is my ranking, sharing with you. If you feel comfortable, you can share yours, right? And the next step is to highlight. To highlight what is your lowest, right? Okay, I want to. Okay, maybe this is one. I'm just showing that the focus. So maybe all of you type in what's your kind of the lowest rank. I want to see. If you feel comfortable, you can share your rankings. I want to see where is the lowest one, where the lowest points were, and maybe how it was the points and where was the highest. So I see some of you are saying the lowest was alertness. Some of you are saying that was getting out of comfort zone. Focus. Some of you focus. Some of you comfort zone. Okay. So now is also another part of the homework. Now you just have to focus on the focus on the focus. Focus on the lowest one. Okay. Focus on the lowest one. Right. Like for me, it is the focus. I have to focus on the focus. It's interesting. So the point is, and discuss with your parents and discuss with yourself also, do the self-talk that what will you do to improve. Let's say you were at 5 now and you want to go to 7, or you are at 4, you want to get to 7. What will you do? What steps you'll do? Okay. For example, I can share some thoughts. Like for example, next time you get out, your lowest, let's say, is getting out of the comfort zone. That means there is like a fear of being judged, fear of what will others say, fear of what will happen, what if I fail, right? All these fears are going on in your mind for those who said your comfort zone was the lowest one. Is this correct? What will others say? Will I be able to do, right? So next time, discuss with your parents how you can help to get chance to perform in smaller events, like how Manima said. It's a great example how she performed in a small kirtan event, and that helped her to increase her confidence, right? Going out for book distribution, actually, I saw Biraj and Binayak came. When you go out to book distribution, that's a great example to talk to strangers in a safe environment. Your parents are around, your elders are around, they're watching you, but at the same time, there is some fear, some nervousness. How will they say? Will I be able to do? Not. But how will we be able to overcome? How will we be able to overcome fear? Everyone has this fear, stage fear. There will be a time you'll be speaking in front of 20 people, 50 people, maybe 1,000 people, right? Stage fear, everyone has. Nervousness, the legs shake, the words fumble. But through practice and practice, everything is doable. So I would love to hear some thoughts, maybe next time, on how you plan to improve, some steps you want to take to improve where you scored low. Okay, everyone clear with that? The verse, those and remember this verse as well, and at least one new verse a week. Have this goal without your parents' reminder. And what else was there? Was it? Anything else before we wrap up for today? All good? Okay. So thank you for your rapt attention and focus and alert hearing. And I really like all of you are so eager and inquisitive. So I'm very, very grateful to all of you for your such focus and good association. Thank you. So you have a good week ahead and take care of yourself. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Good night. Hare Bol.
Hare Bol.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.